Wednesday night here at Heroes and Hooligans, where we are playing Concentricity, Prey, and Predator. With me tonight, for the first time in this campaign, I have Don playing Tunzis Zakri, Drew playing Gary Sneed, and of course Riley playing Jack Thonkla. We're gonna get right into things as we move from a sphere of solid steel that surrounds the planet down, down, down to an area once known as Maine, where set in the side of a massive 20-mile wide 70-mile deep trench, we find a little office labeled Tough and Stuff Incorporated. As we move in through the door, we hear the ringing of a phone. Brr, 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 brr. The office phone is ringing.
I'm going to go ahead and answer that. Good afternoon. You've reached Tufton Cuffs Incorporated, formerly Humane Waste Disposal. This is Gary Sneed. What do you need? We can bag them, tag them, drag them, and rag them. We can address them. We can arrest them. It's in our policy. We will not undress them. You got a bail jumper? Good thing you found this number. We can transport them to you, the nearest authorities, or straight to their heavenly reward. No job too big, no target too bold. We can bring them in warm. We can bring them in cold. Packages including, but not limited to, capturings, beatings, interrogations, immolatings, shooting, stabbings, dangling from a great height, dropping from a great height, but there's a cushion you think for them to land on that they don't know about. We're talking bisections, trisections, vivisections. I got a serum that makes it difficult to achieve erections. We'll give them bad directions, sabotage their business's health inspections. We'll fuck up their credit score. Pretty much everything from death to a stern talking to. Now, how can I help you locate your quarry today?
You hear the voice of an old woman come over the phone. Yes, my trash pickup was supposed to be yesterday.
God damn it. Ma'am, you've called Tufts and Cuffs Incorporated, formerly known as Humane Waste Disposal, LLC. And I do want to clarify, when we were Humane Waste Disposal, it was about disposing humane waste, this is not a trash company, ma'am.
You said it's Humane Waste Disposal, right? That's who picks up the trash.
Well, no, just like disposing of humanes that are wastes to society. Ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and give you a number. This is for a municipal trash pickup service. I think this is probably who you're looking for. It's going to be, you got a pen handy, ma'am?
I've got my data pad here.
Sorry, space pen, data pad, absolutely. The number you're going to want to call is 845 292-3730. Now, ma'am, I'm going to hang up the phone now. If you have any troubles, you feel free to give this number a call back. I just want to stress, we are not, and by the way, your voice sounds familiar. Is this Miss Garcia?
Yes. Oh, is this Mr. Sneed from down the street?
Mrs. Garcia. We've had this conversation a few times now. We love talking to you. We love you. You come down and see us whenever you want. We do not do trash here. I'm gonna hang up the phone now. Try that number I gave you, okay?
Okay. I'll talk to you soon. I'll talk to you soon, Mr. Sneed.
I'm sure you will, ma'am. Have a lovely day. And they'll hang up.
And she hangs up.
God fucking shit.
Gary,
we need.
As you turn around and look at the rest of the office, what do you see here?
What do I see? I think I see
How's your little space here in the office decorated?
My little space, so I think, gotta hang out mostly by whatever would pass as our reception area. Maybe a small, well-appointed counter. I think there are a sickening number of inspirational little posters. Things like that. Maybe some of them are bounty hunting themed, but they're mostly cats dangling from trees. Live, laugh, love, but in space, but in the future. Things like that. There are at least two bobbleheads, probably more. Other than that, I think it's a fairly organized, well-kept area. Notepad for writing things down, business cards, contact sheet for people that he needs to call, numbers like that. And I'd say that's about it. Yeah.
All right. And as you turn to speak to your compatriots, we see Tunzi Zachary. And actually, Gary, could you describe yourself first before we move on to someone else? What do you look like?
Yeah, Gary is a middle-aged Caucasian human male. He has red hair, kind of in the same style that I do in real life. He's a pretty unassuming, unremarkable-looking gentleman, with the exception of his eyes. If you look at Gary's eyes, you notice that they are robotic implants, and his irises are a strange kind of orangey yellow glow.
All right. And you look over at your two business partners. Tunzis, what are you getting up to?
Tanzis is sitting like in a chair, probably like propped up on its back, two legs leaning up, just like bored, like flipping a coin up and down. And I guess as like a physical description, Tanzis is probably about like 5'10", very like lithe muscle, like he's fit and there's tone there, but it's not like rippling and giant corded muscles.
Like a gymnast's build almost?
Yeah, probably. Kind of like that. He has like brown hair that is kind like neck level that he keeps beneath the four like green tails that grow off of sort of like the tips of his hairline. He keeps tied back in a single tail together. He has like glowing yellow eyes. Other than that, he actually looks unassuming. Like he's wearing like boots and jeans and like a tank top.
All right, Tunzis. As you just flip your coin and tilt on your chair here, just go ahead and give me a little acrobatics check, DC 5 to keep your balance.
Sure. Yeah,
First roll of the campaign.
We're good.
We got to make sure you pass the first roll of the campaign.
18.
Gorgeous. And Jack, what are you doing as Gary answers phone in Tunzi's waits?
Jack, with a furrowed brow, lets out a sigh not too unfamiliar to the trio of us, given that he heard Gary immaculately give the opening spiel that he's been fine-tuning for the time we've been together, and then hearing Miss Garcia really just with his brow furrowed. He's on his data pad, just keeping an eye out on our messages, seeing if there's any requests that come in, not through the phone line.
All right, yeah. Go ahead, just give me a lore check. We'll see what pops up for you.
Hey, you got it. Ooh, this is not a good stat of mine. Because we got a 6.
6. You're scrolling the job boards. There's nothing that's worth the travel even that's popping up. But you know that in a couple hours, the Eco Harmony board usually gets updated. So you've probably got like an hour or two free.
God, can you believe this, Tons? They're only offering 50 cents a light year. I can't stand these people. How do these jobs even get on the board?
I mean, it's been dry for a couple weeks now, so
Yeah.
Well, now, boys, the third fiscal quarter of the year is slow every single year. This always happens. It'll pick back up. Reimbursement rates for light year traveling are always going to be trash. Nothing we can do about that. Maybe we could impose some more cost-saving measures around here, like, yeah, like what? Like what, Jack? You got something?
Maybe. Man, that's a great question, because everything's really minimized. None of us have to pay rent because we live here.
Well, we'd save a little money on the phone bill if we invested in maybe 5,000 more light bulbs to put in the sign so people know that we're Tufts and Cuffs.
How was I supposed to know Maine Waste Company was
I mean,
was 4 levels up? I put in the paperwork. They said the trench said it was fine, and they let me put it through.
I'm not here apologizing for the planning board, Jack. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You're right.
It's caused some problems.
Yeah,
right?
I agree. As much as I love Miss Garcia and the lovely meal she made for us to thank us for the 5th phone call she made to us, I agree. We need the phone line as often as it doesn't ring. We need it clear for when it actually needs to ring.
We should block her number. She's great. We should block her number.
Oh, then she'll get a new line, and we're gonna have to do the song and dance again. You're right. You're always right, Gary. I don't know why I'm questioning you.
It's not like we can kill her.
I mean, we can.
No.
All right, Tunzi, I'm gonna put a
that'd
job on the board as a solo mission for you. Feel free to accept.
Wait, so you're paying me? How is that going to help us save money?
Well, he's not going to pay you much.
Well, listen, there's this little thing called a tax benefit that we can get by self-investing. And
we can write it off if you murder this old lady for us.
If we if we get a shell company to pay money to, we can lower our profits and we can probably depreciate Jack or Jake a little bit more. Not myself, but the ship.
I wouldn't mind that, but we're getting in the weeds. Maybe we're gonna get more jobs soon. Maybe we could do a little more advertising, word of mouth. But things will pick up. They will. They always do.
Yeah, insurance season's almost here. I can't wait for the fraud calls.
You guys want to do our taxes real quick?
Gary, do you also scroll the job boards, or is that more just Jack's job here in the gang?
I think Gary scrolls it as busy work, and if he's like particularly bored, but I think he expects anything good to be picked up by Jack before he gets to it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. You keep shooting the shit for a little bit, and then Jack, you get a pair of notifications on your data pad.
Oh. What are the 2 notifications? Are either of them personal? There was this nice Nova touched man I was talking to. You know, I might need to take another room.
Neither is personal at this moment, but you do realize that they are notifications from 2 job boards that you have listed.
Oh.
One for the Eco Harmony Collective and one for the Sovereign Syndicate.
Hey, Tons.
Yeah.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
You can open
fails.
them both up and look too.
Oh no, this is we'll open the eco first.
Yeah.
That was just for the order.
Okay. Yeah. You open up the bounty sheet from Eco Harmony, and you see that this is a recovery and detainment mission for a former research scientist. 1,500 credits. 1 credit is equal to about $5 upon successful capture and recovery of stolen proprietary data. Failure to deliver the data model intact will result in forfeiture of payment. Unauthorized possession of this data module is a direct violation of Eco Harmony property rights. Offenders will face additional punitive measures.
Exciting stuff. I'll swipe on the data pad to get it sent over to Gary and Tons. Let their pads get lit up, and then go on to the Syndicate one while they catch up on that one.
All right. For the Syndicate, you open up the bounty sheet. Bounty type: elimination or detainment. The target is Daxian Vel, also known as Velvet Fang or the Mirage, a confidence artist and high-stakes gambler, last known to be in the outer megaplex of the Technoblock Consortium. Reward is 1,400 credits for capture or proof of elimination. High-value target responsible for a series of disruptive scams that have humiliated the Syndicate and cost them significant credits. Believed to be hiding out in a Syndicate safe zone within the consortium, abusing the very protection he's betrayed. Expect heavy resistance. The Syndicate has authorized lethal force if necessary.
That sounds fucking cool.
And another swipe. Let the boys see it.
Oh, guys, I got an email.
That's me, Gary. I
shit.
sent y'all two notifications. I'm sure y'all got them too, but they look pretty good. Killing something or getting something back, which will probably require killing something.
Now it's the same price here, alive or dead. Is that right?
For the kill mission,
Same
yes.
price alive or dead on the
For the
second one.
syndicate.
Yeah.
All right.
First one's pays a little bit more, but
Now there's a non-zero chance that if we take the syndicate mission, we meet this high-stakes gambler and like him a lot more than anybody we've ever met from the syndicate. So we are going to have to consider that.
I mean, it's a nice coin toss. You know, that's how we got you. That's how we got tons.
That is how we got done. So we could be talking about it potentially. Every bounty. That's what we always like to say
Look,
around here.
hey,
Every
Jake-
bounty mission is a potential new employee.
Jake could slot one more person into our crew very
Jake-
well.
Well, that's
Wait.
the thing about Jake. He can always fit. It can always fit one more.
Yeah, thank you. I'm
Wait,
Yeah,
is that what
it's
this
temporary.
is? Am I being detained?
Oh yeah.
T-
You could leave, but as far as paperwork goes,
Hey, it's gonna be a headache for us if you head out now. So you're technically under permanent detainment. Did you know that?
you're in jail, dude.
This is a sentence.
We're all in jail anyways.
Yeah.
Amen,
I mean,
amen, brother.
the cool thing about your sentence is no one's like keeping you here or would really, know or care if we, if you quit one day. Well, we would care, of course, but like, you know what I mean? No one's going to come after you, I don't think. But, you do too much good around here. So if anyone asks as far as paperwork goes, that's right. You're under conservation of Tufts and Cuffs Incorporated.
I guess. I mean, you guys know which one I'm voting for. I guess we could do both.
Oh
I
yeah,
have
I'm
no
sure.
idea which one you're voting for.
You're telling. Gary,
That's
tons loves
one of
violence.
these is to recover data, and the other is to
Okay.
kill a
Hey,
guy.
You might love the environment. I'm always finding out new things about you. It wouldn't be the most shocking. All right. Then I'm fine with that. Going after the gambler. Jack, you got a preference?
It might as well get after it. If we get a new body, then makes the other mission even easier. If it sticks around, I'm sure someone might snag it.
All right. Well, bit
hey,
better.
Hey, 100 credits. Who needs it? We're not that strapped for cash.
Oh, we'll be all right. 1,400 sounds a lot more.
Yeah, I got a little bit here in my pocket, I think. Yeah, I got like 500 in the account right now.
all right. So you decide to go with the syndicate account. To go with the syndicate
yeah.
target.
Oh yeah.
There is not a contact provided for you on this one. Just a drop zone to communicate your proof of completion.
Okay. Now, if we were to bring him in alive, that's where we would leave the person?
That's where you would go to meet someone.
Probably handoff at that
Based
point.
on your prior experience with the syndicate, you would guess that they've got a spotter in the area
Okay.
who would look to see if you capture him.
Gotcha.
And you have about a 10 block radius where he was last seen in a safe zone.
Now, our relationship with the syndicate, I know we've accepted bounties from them in the past. It's not like I have somebody in my data slate I could look up and text about this or something, right? Do we have a friendly contact there, or do we just do jobs for them?
I would say you've probably made some friends there, but you don't have like a direct line of contact. This was
Okay.
a job posted for anybody friendly to the
Yeah.
syndicate to take, not
Okay.
sent to you.
Okay.
I was wondering if there was anything about the drop zone to figure out who the spotter is or who uses that drop zone frequently.
Yeah, the drop zone is on the corner of 13C and 16B. You can let me know how you want to investigate this to try to figure out who uses it regularly or anything like that. If you want to try to communicate with a contact, you can reach out to a contact.
Yeah, I do have ear to the ground. I am frequently in contact with people in the segment of society that my quarry moves to. They might be associated with the criminal underworld, blah, blah, blah. It comes in form of a contact in a city. So I would tell the guys that I'll be back in a couple hours. I'm going to go see what I can find out.
Yeah, I'll go get Jake from the parking ride.
All right, I'm gonna go to the suit up room and do a cool montage. See you guys later.
God damn it! Gary's got the coolest bit again.
And it's just like very normal things, like his dad is late, like maybe like
Gary has been doing fantastic things for
dad putting on his khakis, belt.
Yeah, I'm changing into
Bluetooth
clean
clip,
clothes,
or not Bluetooth clip, but BlackBerry clip.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I open up a closet and there's 4 of the same plain brown hat.
Oh, Gary makes the best montages for our ZipZop account. It's been really helping our 5 followers see that we're an active business.
Yeah, Gary, go ahead and give me a persuasion check. See how your montage goes for your ZipZop account.
Okay. It's a 12 for a total of persuasion. 13 total.
All right. You get 3 likes from your 5 followers.
60%.
This is huge. Wait till I tell the guys.
One of them was Jack.
Yeah.
Great for Cuffs and Cup. The exposure.
I'm like looking at the comments and I see, don't these guys do garbage also? I'm like, fuck, shit.
It's Mrs. Garcia.
In the future, old people can use most technology.
Jesus.
Once I've got all my stuff, I'm out.
All right. You go through your montage of getting suited up. As you do that, we're going to move to Tunzis. Strolling out into the street, Tunzis, you begin to make your way along the wall of the trench. As you do so, knowing you're on your way to meet a contact, would you rather meet a contact who lives in the area or a contact who you made back in your syndicate days? Someone a little more shady.
Yeah, probably the syndicate days.
All right. And you begin to climb down the stairs of this crevasse. About a half hour into it, you reach a turnoff into a little alleyway carved into the trench. Pull out your data pad and send the message you know will get him there. About another 15 minutes pass. What's your passive perception? You are muted, my friend.
It's 14. It's decent.
14? You see walking up next to you a short man, maybe 4'10" on his best day. Little pork pie hat cocked over one eye. Looks up at you. Hey, Toon. Heard you want to talk.
Yeah, how's it going, Johnny?
You keep calling me Johnny. One of these days, I'm gonna reach right up and pop you one. It's Zazos. Come on. We've known each other how long, and you can't get my name right?
What can I say? You're one of those faces.
Alright, Z's. What you need to know?
What do you know about this Velvet Fang business? Anything?
Oh, Velvet Fang.
Who's the spotter?
Oh, it's a real familiar name. Man, I sure do wish I had something to jog my memory, you know?
So I totally forgot to roll starting credits.
Ton, you need to give me some money
Yeah.
so I can
Yeah.
tell you what I know.
4,
If only there was
7,
a little bit of credits in my account to soften the blow of
11.
my loss.
14, 15. Oh, I have like 1,900 credits. Okay, yeah, I'll slide him 100 credits.
Thank you, Aziz. There's a reason we're still friends after all this. And you always know how to talk nice. I hear the Fang's been holed up in, Wombachu Casino. You know, the little underground place? Moves around between all those warehouses over in District C12.
Yeah, they're gonna have security up the ass.
Yeah, they will. But, give me a persuasion check as well.
Okay. Well, there it is, folks. That was a nat 1.
Oh yeah, get it out of the way. Get it out of the way with this fucking guy.
Nat 1 for 5.
But, you know, I feel like there's still something I'm forgetting. And he puts his hand out for another credit stick.
I'll slide
Maybe
him another 100.
50. Oh, I was
Oh.
gonna say 50, but what a good man. What a good man you are, Tim.
I'm just lazy.
I
I
hear
don't want to
this.
do the math.
Spotter keeping an eye out. Spotter keeping an eye out over there is Francis.
Francis, huh? Is that the guy that I beat up
you've had
that
a
one
couple
time in the
of-
pit?
He's the guy who. He's the guy who was calling the match when you went off in the pit.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh,
So yeah,
I guess.
but not the guy you were supposed to beat up.
What do you mean supposed to?
You're
I
not
did.
supposed to beat up the guy calling the match.
Oh. I mean, he should have called the match better.
You know, you getting prices on your own head is your business, Toon.
Look, Zazo, thanks. Hopefully we won't cause too much trouble. You don't know who put out the hit, do you?
From what I heard, it was Three Fingers.
3 fingers, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I
that
hear,
name... I assume that name would mean something to me, but...
You would recognize it as like a mid-level crime boss. Yeah, I hear the Fang talked him right out of his, you know, that nice crystal swan he's got, worth about 50,000 creds. I hear the Fang talked his way right out of his house with it in his coat.
How?
Beats me.
Alright, well thanks, Zazo. I should go tell the guys, I guess. Guess I'll be seeing ya.
Or don't.
I flip
No
his
skin
hat.
off my back either way.
I
He
flip
goes
his
to
hat as
catch
I
it
turn to leave.
and drops it immediately. Lands in a puddle. Oh man.
Gotta be quicker than that, Johnny.
And you see with the hat on the ground, he's like 4'6". The hat adds 4 inches.
And yeah, I'll head back to Tufts and Cuffs and fill them in on 3 fingers and Francis, and that we have to do this in a casino, so that'll be fun.
Oh, 3 fingers. You know what they say about him? Average bowler.
I don't know why that got me so good. But you begin to head back up. Jack, you said you were getting the ship pulled around, yeah?
Yeah, we left Jake in the old park and ride, so I gotta go.
Yeah. You gotta go climb up to the top of the trench to get him, yeah.
Yep.
There's an elevator if you really want. It's a little more ways out of your way. It's
Walk's
technically
fine.
more walking, but it's less stairs.
Stairs is stairs. Who knows? Maybe I'll bump into someone useful.
Yeah, and you begin to take the stairs on up. And as you get to the top, just as your eyes crest, you can see it gleaming with its bright steel in the distance. Your ship.
Good
Will you
old
remind us of
Jake.
the full name of your ship?
The
The Jake Agrarian, I believe.
That is
Jake
correct.
Aquarian Esquire.
Oh.
And I also
Oh,
see
he's got a law
ampersand.
degree.
I also see ampersand Reverend on the. That was on the sheet, but a lot of it looked like scribbles and crayon from the kid that I think the parents let them name the ship. And we bought this secondhand from like a third generation mother. So, yeah, it is Jake.
All right, and you sidle on up to Jake. Looks like it could probably use a polish soon, but it's looking all right.
Good old Jake.
You gonna fly it down to plop it on the parking spot in front of the shop there?
Oh, absolutely. Go do exactly what Gary taught me to do, which is just a little bit in the engine, since we don't need that much in the trench, and then the rest in the shields, because we shouldn't be getting in fights here either. And just cruise on down.
All right, give me just a nice, easy piloting check, DC 5.
An unnecessary natural 20 for 26.
I didn't realize you added so much to piloting. Damn.
Yeah, thanks to Ace Pilot at my feet, I have my proficiency and a +3 for my intelligence.
Nice. And you glide Jake right down, his pointed nose splitting the air as you dive and effortlessly pull out into a perfect stop on the parking spot.
As we land, the sun glistens over Jake just perfectly in the even though we're so far on the Sweet 16 lane of the trench, it's perfect. I've installed a rear view mirror just so we can hang fuzzy dice, even though we can't use a rear view mirror in a jet because there's no way to see out of the back. Gary talked about drilling a bunch of holes so we could put in a windshield all the way in the back, but it was just too much work.
Yeah, you got your pair of funny fuzzy dice there.
They are pretty funny. They make me laugh.
And you park Jake just as Tunzis is walking back on up. And Gary comes out fully montaged.
He does have a huge duffel bag of like guns and ammo and shit. It wasn't part of the montage.
Oh, it's everyone else's equipment. It wasn't
Yeah.
others.
Yeah.
And you are
Oh,
here.
Jake, looking good as always.
Jake, my favorite thing.
Word on the street is he likes to hang out at the Boomba Chow Casino.
Ooh, you know what a casino means. Late stage
Security.
capitalism
Drinks.
is taking full effect on this planet.
I guess even if he's not there, we can make some credits.
Hey, none. We're not gonna be strung for cash when I'm done here. We're gonna be really
All
strung
right,
for
all
cash.
right. All right. I'm super glad you mentioned that now. We're gonna pick a number right now. And we're not gonna spend more than that at the Chumbawamba Casino, all right?
Boomba Chow.
Sorry?
And that Boomba Chew.
The
and
No,
then-
no, Gary, you're thinking of the one out on Orion 6.
This Maine has the worst problem with similar sounding businesses. It's because they got rid of yellow books.
I need you to know that I need you to know Drew just read how I named his casino perfectly. I was just like Chumba Wumba, Wumba Cha.
Well, sometimes when you're gambling, when you're shooting craps, you get knocked down, and it's important to get up again.
Yeah,
Alright,
so
what's
that
the-
number 50,000 sounds good, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
that
not
sounds
no,
fucked.
we're
That
not
sounds
dipping in
super
the
fucked,
account.
actually.
All right, we're here for the job, but if you want to do a little bit with your personal money, do whatever you want.
I mean, we could maybe use like 500 of the account, but nothing. I'm just saying, let's not get crazy. Let's not get out of hand.
At best, I'll give us each a 200 advance out of the account if you
Perfect.
really need some gambling money.
We'll see how the job goes. We're getting premature about this.
Yeah.
Let's
I mean-
not go nuts.
If it's a casino, we might have to play just to get close to him.
We are not playing. I will play while you two do the intelligent thing of spotting and finding information.
All right, but you should probably give us a few credits just in case for spotting.
Pete, I'll hold on. The
I don't want to go to.
I grumble my way over to the still from the 2000s ATM machine that we have on our blog, and that has only been slightly modified to, instead of dispensing dollar bills, dispenses credit sticks.
As someone from Wisconsin, I want you to know that is a time machine.
Chip, how fortunate are we? How much do we have in the account right now? Do you want me to roll anything?
Give me a D100.
D1 Hundo, you got it. Roll my dice. 71.
71. You've got about 4,000 credits in the account.
All right. I'm gonna add a tough cuff account to my character sheet as a resource. And what was that number you said, Chip?
4,000.
4,000. All right.
Ladies
Weird.
and gentlemen, that's how you assign somebody else to be your party treasurer.
Hey, I founded this business. It's in my name.
That's
of course,
right.
I'm
It's
the
your-
one handling the
It's your
account.
job.
I take it down to 3,400, and each of us get 2 100 credit sticks. So add 200 credits to each of your sheets, fellas, or your data pads. Or I blacked out
Cut
for
the show,
a
cut the show.
second, fellas. Wait, why is there a camera, Gary? Who are you talking to?
He knows his gushing.
Tons punches Jack and knocks me out.
And then we all wake back up, and it's the beginning of the day. We do the whole thing again.
Oh man.
And the phone is
yeah.
ringing.
Oh fuck! I can't
Oh,
do
God.
that again.
All right. All right. Here's your sticks. Here's your credits. All right.
All right. Well, now I feel more incognito. Let's get out of here.
God, it's like
Alright.
we're bounty hunters or something.
All right. What is the plan? You just flying over to the district, parking nearby, and then you scout? You gonna do a flyby?
We're not gonna see a flag of the guy's
I
face
mean,
hanging around outside
yeah,
the casino. We got to get in there.
It's not like we're cops. It's not like he can see our ship and know we're coming for him. We're just going to the casino for a night out with the boys.
As beautiful and
yeah.
unique as Jake is, it doesn't hold that many eyes.
Did the data slate, did the message we got come with a picture?
You have a picture, yes.
Okay, cool. Are they, this is very important, Chip, are they bounty pucks like Mandalorian, or what are we talking here?
It's just a sheet that you download. It's like a PDF
Okay.
sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack has taken to, he found an old Western theme of bandit poster, and he'll print out the ones that we successfully get and pin them up on the wall in the reception area to show how good we are.
Yes.
I'm glad you said that because in my head, Tunzi says his is the only thing he has on the wall in his room is his own bounty poster.
Yeah, yeah.
You took it from the reception
Yeah.
area when we said you joined the crew.
All right. And you begin to fly off. I'm going to need a piloting check. You can give a help action as the operator, Tunzis. And
Okay.
Gary, I'm just going to need a DC 10 tech check to keep the ship flying.
23 from that help.
Sorry. 16.
16, that beats a 10.
Oh yeah.
and you easy flying. You keep the power going. Jack is at the helm, and with Toonsies scanning for just other aircraft around, you fly up and out over to what was once New York and is now New Amsterdam. But you fly over to the edge of the Technoblock megaplex. Here where their reach doesn't fully have the force to grasp down on everything. A set of abandoned warehouses, about 10 blocks, some industrial plants here long abandoned. And you set your ship down in an empty parking lot.
Quick question about the bounty itself. We're in a safe zone for the Techno Consortium. Is that correct?
You are in a syndicate safe zone.
It is a syndicate
Which
safe
mean-
zone. So then,
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Syndicate safe zones are all over the world in other people's territory. The syndicate does not technically have territory of their own. They just pop up and say, "This is mine," one day.
So
and then
is
they
it-
fight to keep it?
So this casino in the safe zone, do the security guards work for the syndicate, or is it private?
A lot of them are private.
Okay.
There are some security that wander the streets for the syndicate.
Okay, but we can't
it's not
expect like casino
the
security.
syndicate is not like law and order. No.
Got it.
The
Okay,
syndicate
cool.
is a loosely bound group of criminals.
Okay. But yeah, the security guards are not loyal to the syndicate necessarily over
Yeah.
whoever owns this casino.
Correct.
They're not going to help us.
Not necessarily. You could convince them. There's definitely a possibility there.
Okay.
But you pull in for a landing. Now it's just about figuring out which warehouse the casino's in. What do y'all do?
Tunsies, you've never been to this neck of the woods before, have you?
Not that I recall. I mean, I might have made a delivery here or had to come rough somebody up, but not regularly enough. And I mean, they moved the casino. It's part of the gimmick.
All right, then let's start knocking on doors.
Oh, hold on just a second. And from the pilot's seat, I'm going to just kind of scan, and probably would have been doing it as we come down as well. There's going to be an obvious pattern of foot traffic. If it's a hidden casino, there's going to be a suspicious amount of people who turn down an alleyway and don't pop out the other end or something of that nature.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception.
You got it.
And then Toonsies, you actually can make a perception as well with advantage as the operator, since you'd be
Okay.
watching those systems on the ship.
I was gonna say, yeah, does the ship have some kind of like people scanner thing that I can tell which building
Yeah, it's
people are in?
You not that can tell which building people are in necessarily, but you can spot people on the street for you.
Well, Tunzi's got a 10 with advantage.
I got a 5.
There's a couple of odd clusterings of people that you're seeing, Toonsies, and you get the vibe that there's probably, other than just the casino, there's probably a few like unofficial clubs here, things like that. Like the people are taking advantage of the safe zone while they can and having fun.
Well, if we do have to walk around out there, I have something we could try.
Oh, what you got, Gar?
I mean, I've got this thing. He pulls out, he like rolls his sleeve up a little bit, and you see he has a wrist-mounted tech pad. And he starts like fiddling with it, pulling up screens, and, like swiping them aside, and just kind of like absentmindedly talking and saying, "Well, I've got this program here that kind of just interfaces with like whatever it can get its hands on, like a super aggressive Bluetooth, and it'll just turn shit on or off. So I could just go around targeting any nearby alarm systems, and when we hear an alarm go off, we'll know that that's the right one."
I love the line of thinking, Gear. I think that will also cause panic in the place we're going.
Yeah, but
into.
I mean, I'm sure they could just shut it off, look at their system, see that everything's fine. Oh no, we had a malfunction. I'm sure it wasn't a bunch of suave, handsome bounty hunters on the trail of one of our guests.
We'll throw it in the back pocket.
All right.
I'll see if I can talk to someone. Surely there's employees of the trenches that advertise these places subtly.
All right, well, let's do it.
So you begin to hit the streets.
We
Yeah.
look so sick hopping out of Jake.
Yeah, Gary's he's got a laser rifle or a blaster rifle slung over his shoulder there.
You can, if a keen eye will see the fog machine that Gary has like screwed into place in the ramp. So like fog is always at our feet every time we step out of the ship, and it's also carpeted like an
Like
old
a red
vehicle.
carpet.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's like dad garage work though. You can see like a little square piece of wood that was used to like make the right angle for something screwed into the same thing.
I love it. And you step out of the ship. You begin to walk along the streets. How you going about this? You just going up to any random person and asking about the casino? You trying to catch a vibe as you walk around?
I
You
think
looking for patterns.
our group, and it's something that Jack would kind of pride himself on with his approach, is he makes it obvious he's not a regular worker. Like it's pretty obvious that he does shady work with shady people, and would hope that that's the vibe that gets brought. He's also incredibly easy to see given the vibrant red skin and
Yeah.
head tails.
Go ahead and just give me a persuasion check then. I'd
Sure.
say with disadvantage, but one of your allies can help you to make it flat.
yeah,
Since you're just
Tunzi's
trying to give
definitely
off
would.
presence here.
Oh, thank you. Tons brushes off some dirt that was on my jacket, making me look a little bit cooler.
Gotta get that dirt off your shoulder, man.
Hey, appreciate you, buddy. Fortunately, I do have expertise, which turns that 10 into a 21.
Oh yeah.
That'll do it. And you see someone crosses the street to walk up to you. Hey, looking for a good time? Looking to have a little fun tonight? I know just the joint for you.
Depends on the fun, friend.
Oh, you look like a man who likes to take a little bit of a risk with his cash, right?
Oh, I love making money. All right.
There you go, there you go. Wamachow Casino's right this way if you want to follow.
Hey, either way, my compatriot.
Does this guy seem on the up and up?
Give me an insight.
Say something only somebody from that casino would know.
12.
Before you are two casino guards. One of us always tells the truth. The other is dying to get in a fight because he wishes somebody would.
That's
You
so
said
funny.
12 for the insight?
Yeah.
This guy is definitely not on the up and up, but in the exact right way that you want, you know?
Yeah, I meant like on the up and up with us, that he wasn't like
Yeah,
gonna try and stab us in an alley or something.
Yeah, you don't think he's going to try to stab you in an alley. You think he strikes you as more intelligent than to get 3 armed men to follow him into an alley and try to stab them.
I've met some dumb people.
Hey, I'd recruit him for the guts, maybe.
Like whispering this. Well, let's just see if he tries to stab us. All right, let's play it cool.
I'm sorry, guys. Chip took a hit and blew the smoke, and the smoke was so thoroughly in front of them that it caused Chip to phase out. And I'm losing it in that.
This is the future. There is smoke everywhere. Get
God,
used to it.
Oh,
This guy has fogs machines for booze.
Tunzi definitely smokes.
Oh, you want to
Like,
see a fog machine?
I imagine Jack yells at him for smoking.
Oh,
and
Chip's about to disappear again, gang.
Or
Here we
in
go.
Oh God.
Everyone take a moment.
This is what happens when we open the ramp on Jake.
God.
Too funny.
All right, sorry.
I'm
Sorry, gang.
Cannon, a lot of smoke in the future.
That's a clip.
Oh.
Disappearing Dungeon Master.
Whew. Oh, it's like a fog.
But you follow this man, if you follow.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Leads you
I don't
under a
believe
little
it.
warehouse door. Takes a little key and unlocks the padlock. Right in here.
Yeah, what a good man. And I'll slip him a 25 and a little handshake.
Oh, hey, good tipper. We'd love to see that. Come on back.
Oh, you should see my pool tip. Pretty good at billiards. I handle balls really well, and then I walk in.
You talk about your tip.
He
too much,
full
Jack.
blushes. He full blushes.
That's what I do. That's what he's not gonna do anything with us now. He's not gonna bother us.
Jack, I support you entirely, but I fucking hated that.
Hey, Gary, I love that you hated that because I need someone to keep me on the level. Diversity is what makes Tough and Cuff such a great business.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you step into the casino. Bright lights everywhere. The walls painted with not real gold, but gold filigree. And you almost wonder for a second how quickly this place gets transformed when you hear it moves almost weekly. Bright lights, big music, the sound of slot machines whirring, and the ching 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 noise they play when there's a winner. Over in the distance you can see some card tables, a couple of craps tables in the corner, and up on the second floor on the hall that rings the upper levels, a pair of billiards tables.
So wait, is that actually your game, or is that just a thing you say because you get to talk about the tip?
I'm gonna roll to find out. Billiards is not my game. The dice says absolutely not.
Every time we've seen someone take you up on that, it's just been super painful to watch you eat.
Look, innuendos are great for people who understand it's an innuendo. And if I was a carpenter, I only handle a certain type of wood. All right, and we're gonna keep walking and move away from this conversation because I don't know where I'm taking it. Because you two have heard me talk about this hundreds of times before.
Yeah. And
Hey,
as you
do
continue
you?
to take a few steps in,
All right, now that we've
so-
moved a few steps, we can talk about it
Hey.
again.
Hell yeah.
a lovely young Nova-touched woman approaches you. Like auburn skin, black curly hair, bright gold eyes. About 5'4", smiles up at all three of you. Hi, can I help you find any tables today? Any
How you doing,
machines,
ma'am?
Maybe. I'm doing just great. Can I help you with any tables, any machines? I'm a big fan of the Jungle Cruise machine down there.
Say, tell you what, is there a place we could just have a seat, have some drinks, and think about where we're gonna play?
Yeah, there's a bar up on the second level if you want to go sit. It's right next to the billiards table.
That sounds good to me.
I'll
Well, alrighty, Roo.
you fellas go get some drinks. I'll see if I can find a hot table for us.
All right, well,
All right.
we'll meet up by the bar then.
All right. Everyone can go ahead and roll me perceptions as you walk around in here, just to keep an eye open for this guy you're looking for.
15.
15?
Not good for me. 9.
I have a 14, but I'd also like to talk to this woman since I'm gonna ask her to escort me a little bit.
Okay,
So maybe
yeah.
if that's all right, I'll drop it to my passive of 12.
Okay, cool. Absolutely. All right, and you said you were looking for a hot table?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a cards man myself. Y'all, what are the options here?
Well, it depends on your stakes. How high are you looking to play?
How high will you let me?
As much as you got to spend, we'll take it.
Oh, that's a good answer.
But but our highest opening table opens at 100 creds a hand.
Oh, fantastic. Why don't you walk me over to the table, sweetheart? I just want to take a look, see if there's a spot where all three of us can fit. Maybe all four of us if you want to join us.
Oh, well, I can't play while I'm on duty, but I appreciate it. I'll make sure to have someone bring some drinks by for you, though.
Oh, aren't you sweet? Oh, please,
All right,
lead the way.
And she walks you over. All right, and okay, so this is our highest stakes public game. It's just Hold'em, you know, good old Texas Hold'em. 100 chit ante. Betting past that's your own business.
Fantastic. Hey, thank you for the escort. And I'm gonna peer up and see if the others have found their table, what they got going on, if anything yet.
Yeah, and we'll cut on over to Tunzis and Gary. You make your way. You have to go all the way across the floor of slot machines and tables to get to the stairs up. And you make your way up and find your way back around the room over to the bar. You see a blue-skinned man, close-cropped hair, kind of a flat face with big bushy eyebrows, standing there, polishing a glass. Can I get you gentlemen anything to drink?
Oh, howdy, hi there. Let's see. I don't know, something bubbly for me. And what do you want, Tunsies? I'll get the first round. Whiskey and a highball.
Whiskey and a highball. Gotcha. And he begins making your drinks. Just real easy for Toonsies. Rocks.
Hey, Toonsies, do you want rocks?
Nah, I'm good. No rocks.
Just pours you a straight whiskey. Pours you a double. Gets the vibe just from looking at you. And your highball, sir?
Oh, thank you.
Not wrong.
How much is that going to be?
Oh, we can, if you'd like, we can add it to your datapad account, and then we'll charge you all at once when you leave.
Yeah, sure. I'll open something up. Go ahead. And what do I do? Do I hold my wrist out with my tech focused, or do I have to physically give him something?
You just gotta hold your datapad out for him to scan.
Okay. Yeah. When he scans me, Gary does audibly say "boop." Boop.
That's cute. All right. Do you want to leave a tip? Well, you can tip at the end if you'd like.
We'll tip at the end. And you know what? I'll give him another. What I give him? Yeah, I'll give him another 7 credits to get good service while we're here.
All right. Thank you. You gentlemen playing tonight, or just enjoying the ambiance?
Oh, I'm sure we're going to be getting up to some games. Just kind of seeing what there is for now, having a drink, getting our lay of the land. To anything particularly hot tonight? Anybody doing really well?
Oh, we got a couple players on a lucky streak, but I hear the real hot tables in one of the private rooms. If you can get an invite.
An invite? Now, what kind of game is it? Do I even want an invite? Who's there? No one I should avoid?
Gary, how does one get an invite?
I haven't gotten a whole lot of private room invites in my life, Tunsies. I'm not going to lie to you.
You win enough.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, I guess we're playing after all.
I mean, someone is. Look out. Try to see if we can find Jack.
You look up at the same time as your friends look down. Lock eyes for just a second. And
Ocean's 11
speaks to you as your neck is craned upwards. Sir, are you anteing this hand?
And that's the 100 table?
Yep.
Oh, of course, please. And I'll throw in my chips.
All right. Go ahead. Just give me a luck check here. D20 roll.
D20 roll. Oh, sweet heavens. It because I'm definitely a gambling man who gambles all the time. Could I use one of my feigned confidences to add my proficiency
Absolutely.
bonus? All right, I will make
Absolutely.
that deception check. Does it hit? 17 deception, so I do get to use it. Thank goodness. Bring that down to 2 uses. And now I get to add +3. Ooh, 19.
19 total or 19 plus 3?
19 total. 19 total.
All right. You open with Jack of Clubs, Queen of Clubs in your hand.
Alrighty. What's my position? I'm presuming I'm under the gun since I just anteed in.
Yeah. Yeah, you're under the gun.
Okay.
You see there are 3 other players at the table. Looking around at each other.
Well, give a friendly check to start, and just sat down, see what the vibe of the table is.
Player to your left, a old woman, big sunglasses covering more than half her face, the woven hat, like a woven sun hat, straw sun hat, that's what I'm thinking of. And then a massive muumuu wrapped around her. Looks over at you, looks at the person to her left. 25. Call, back to you.
Call.
All right. River comes out. You see the 9 and the 10, and you see an 8 of diamonds.
I mean, already straight.
Well, yeah.
What's the blind up to?
Blind would be up to 50.
Oh, did they check over to me?
Sorry, what was that?
They just checked over to me. Yeah,
they
you know what?
checked over to you.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm already in a good bit. Let's throw in another 100, just nice and easy.
Just watching
That
this
puts you at
sweating.
225. That puts you at
225 total.
Yep. The old lady to your left folds.
Miss
The other
Garcia.
2 players call.
Alrighty.
Give me a luck roll.
You got it. Will we say I get to keep the +3, or I got to burn another?
You can keep your
thing?
proficiency.
All right.
You can keep your proficiency.
Ooh, that's just a 10.
Just a 10.
Just a 10. Run of the mill.
You see a 10. You see a 10 of diamonds.
Okay, I don't like them opening up flush potential on the other end, but that's fine. 200.
You bet 200.
If they're checking over to me, then yeah, absolutely 200.
Checking over to you 200. One of them folds. One stays in. Pot is now up to 1,400 credits. If I'm doing my math right.
Yep.
It's the flop. You want to make one more luck check for me, or do you want me to roll?
Oh, I'll make it. It's just me and you. It's just me and you after all. I'll give you a nice sturdy 15.
Nice sturdy 15. Alright. king comes up. You got that straight flush.
You telling me I have a king high? You telling me I got the nuts in my hand? That is the actual phrase, folks. If you don't know
Yes.
poker, that is the legitimate phrase.
I love
Yes,
that.
you have the nuts in your hand.
Since
Not
this
in
fella's
poker.
been sitting, does he have sticks in front of him, chip equivalents?
He's got sticks in front of him. It looks like he's got about 4K worth sitting in front of him.
Oh God, I definitely don't have the money to match that.
That's what's in the. That's what's in the account.
I'm gonna pretend to tank for a second here.
Do you have a really emotional like?
Well, no,
meltdown?
I'm not. I'm just thinking, right? I got my hand to my mouth. I'm just looking at the cards. I'm looking at his pile.
Give me a deception check.
You got it. I'll give you a 16.
16?
And I mean, the thought isn't fake, but it's really like,
Yeah.
do I dip into the company account to buy in more here? You know what? We'll let's see, 425 I have in.
We don't have a way to communicate, do we?
Not
You can
not
text.
not secretly. No, it would have to be like
Text.
datapad messages, I imagine.
We got to invest in some ear things.
Pot's 14.
What? Pot's 1400.
Okay, I'll throw in two. I'm gonna do a total of 300, but I'm throwing 280 of it's mine, and then 20 of it's from Tough and Cuff.
All right. Yeah, you can take care of your accounting. I trust you to do it. Just tell me how much
Yeah.
you're throwing in.
Yeah. That just takes us down
So
to 3380. So 300 more. Yeah. I'm on my sheet. I'm all in, and then a little bit from the account.
He sees your 300, and you see a big smile cross his face. As he pushes 1,000 in.
Mm-hmm.
You might play the cards, but I can play your chip. I can play your chip count.
Well, it's kind of embarrassing you saw me have to pull my data pad out. It's a little more embarrassing, and I'll flop my data pad back on the table to call that you don't know how to play the man. And I'll call to put that extra 1,000 in.
All right. Pot is up to what? What would that be? 2,700, 3,000,
Like
4,000
36?
even.
Yeah,
4,000 even.
Yeah.
It was 1,400 plus 2,600 from this round.
Yep.
Gary to Tunsies. He probably wiped all
Sure.
the sensitive shit off there first, right?
Really upset he put it there because I was gonna send him a message that we need to get into a private room.
Yeah.
So, you gonna show me your cards, Mr. 1,000?
He shows you his cards. Pair of kings.
Bitch.
That's cute.
Actually, sorry. 3 of a kind kings with the center.
Yeah,
Better.
that's very cute. Flip over my cheating
Your
queen.
straight flush.
Yeah, my cheating queen for my straight flush. Would you look at that? You didn't play the man.
Well done. And the dealer pushes the pot over you.
How much was that total?
4,000.
Isn't this
Now that we're
profitable
little-
today?
Now that we're
Let's
a
go
little more
home.
evenly matched, you want to go again?
Let me throw the
Just
throw
the two of us.
throw the 20 back into the account real quick, and then I have my 3980.
Tunzi's messages Jack and says we need to win big to get into a private room on the data pad.
I'll just. Oh, I think that sounds fine to me, Mr. 1000. Actually, what is your name? And I'm gonna do this chatter, and I'm just gonna ping back. Check the account, and I'll have thrown another 1,000 in there.
I'm rather fond of Mr. 1000. Let's stick to that. And yours?
Folks like to call me Thonk.
Nice to meet you, Thonk.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. 1000. You said just you and me, huh?
Yeah, you see he takes a credit chip out of his pocket and hands it to the dealer. Just reserve the table for a second. Dealer looks at it. Understood.
Is the old lady like, fuck me?
My retirement fund.
She looks at both of you. You sure I can't play? Next time, dear. Next time.
Hey, props to her. If a guy walked in on his first hand, hit a straight flush to push you at. Whew.
I mean, she folded early at least.
Yeah, she got out.
But you see, he says, just you and me. Just you and me.
Alrighty.
Question, Jack. What does Jack drink?
Jack, if it's still called it, he drinks White Russians.
Okay. Love that, by the way. But, Chip, can I see the door from where I am currently?
You cannot. It is underneath the balcony that you're standing on.
Okay, in that case, I am gonna just, while this is happening, not interrupting any of the game or anything, just gonna go to the bar, order a White Russian. I want to walk it down and give it to Jack. On the way back up, you just see Gary stop, look at the door, and just really stare at it for a moment. And if the camera closes up, you hear his eyes whirring and clicking and like blinking. And then he goes back up to stand with Tunzi's.
All right.
I have a question, DM. What kind of like cameras do I see going on?
Give me a perception. Oh, you got a 15 on yours earlier, right?
Yeah,
Do you want to use that for the guy, or do you want
Sure.
to use that for cameras?
we can use it for cameras. 15's decent.
Okay. You don't.
I like that even less. But I would like to use 2 Solarium points to use Solarium camouflage.
Beautiful.
And I would like to go downstairs and position myself behind the other guy.
Nice.
While
position
invisible.
yourself. Give me a stealth check, just
Okay.
to make sure you're quietly sneaky.
How does this work in this? Do I have advantage because I'm invisible?
Yeah, for sure.
Where are we? Yeah, 19.
19. You sneak
That's
up
my
behind this
expertise.
guy as the cards are dealt. Give me your luck check, Jack.
Oh, you got
You
it.
can keep using your proficiency since you're still at the same table.
Thank you. That'll be a even 10.
Even 10. You got a pair of 5s showing.
Alrighty.
Alright. Play is it with him first. You entered your 100, of course, right?
Yeah, got to. I think I'm on check mode for the moment.
Yep. And you see he just checks as well.
How long you been sitting, Mr. Thousand?
Oh, here? I've been sitting here about an hour or so.
Oh, it must be a little up and down if you only...
Been in the building for about 2-3 days.
Oh, nice rooms, I take it?
They're not bad. They could be better, certainly.
Well, place like this.
You get what you can take.
What do we got?
Oh, the river comes up. Tunzis, you see he has 8 and ace of hearts.
Okay. Twinsies is gonna just walk around the table and while invisible just lean in and whisper the cards into Jack's ear and then circle back and stand there.
Alrighty.
And your pair of fives is clubs and diamonds.
Thank you.
River comes up. 6 of diamonds, 7 of hearts, ace of clubs.
Yep, staying on check mode with that. As nice as the 2 pair is.
You catch a little quirk of smile from him as he bets 500. I figure we're both rolling deep now. Might as well up the bets. Not start with that petty 100 shit. Or at least, or certainly the 25s.
It's fair enough. What? I know what one of your cards are, but don't know what that second one could be. What's on the table again?
Ace of clubs, 6 of diamonds.
7
I
or
think I said
something.
7 of hearts.
A 6, 7. Okay. I mean, we have our straight out, but
When you say you don't know what his other card is, I'm just picturing Tunzi's like in your ear. It's an ace! No, it's I told you.
okay. I'll call. I'll just call. I can respect a man who likes to bet.
Alright. 1,200 in the pot. Next card comes up. 5 of hearts.
I'm gonna let him dig. I'm just gonna check to him if it's if the action's ever on me.
Action would be on him, I think, in this
Yeah.
one. So he'll bet 200. A little less sure of himself.
Oh, your second card can't be that good if a 5 scares you, friend. And I'll raise. I'll put in 4.
He'll call. You ain't gonna scare me out, thumb.
You're scaring yourself, Mr. T.
Alright, last card comes up. Give me your luck check.
You got it. 17.
17. Two of hearts.
2 of hearts.
Or no, I'm sorry, 2 of diamonds.
2. Yeah, okay, yeah. He's not. That would. If he was on his flush draw, that would have been an awful time. Because we have this. We have this. That scare you a bit more?
Check. Mr. Thunk.
Oh, Mr. T. We're both Mr. T, really. You're just calling me Thunk. Okay, I don't know why I'm not making notes. We have this, right? Like we have this. We know we have this hand,
You have
right?
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know you have
Straight
this.
over a pair, right?
Yeah. Well, no, it's trips.
3 of a kind. Yeah.
Trips over 2 pair, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I'll I don't want to take your bait too much. I think I'll just throw in 5.
Well, I might as well see the hand out. Call. So pot's up to
3,000.
yeah 3. No. Yeah, 3,000.
I'll
Flips. You
Flash
see the
my
cards you
fives.
already knew.
yeah. There's that ace. Oh, thought you had a 3.
You're a lucky man, Thonk.
I would have folded if I didn't have a pair to hold on to and make me think I could have had it.
Well played. And you now having won 7,000. See, now that you've won 7,000, you see he stands up, dusts off the front of his pants. I think I'll be heading back to my room. Would you care to join me for a drink, Thonk?
Oh, please, that was only my second hand. I just walked in.
We have a table in the room, going pretty hot.
Oh, is this one of them fancy backdoor rooms I'm always kicked out before I get invited to?
Well, now you have an invitation.
What's your room number?
631.
I'll hold out my hand in an honest handshake. I think I'll see you in a minute.
Well played. Tunes, you are here. Your invisibility's probably about to end unless you run. Because I think it's only a minute, right?
It's an hour.
Oh, it's an hour?
Yeah, it's up to an hour. I was gonna follow him in invisible.
Yeah, by all
All
means,
right.
I'll go talk to Gary.
Yeah, Gary, you get down. I'm going to say this is about when you get down with a White Russian.
Yeah, so when you rendezvous with me, I'll just say, I think I might have something for an exit for when it gets hot. Great fucking job. I was watching from the balcony. That was fantastic. Where'd you learn to play cards like that?
First hand, real lucky. But just it was a thing we played in the fields back in the day. They'd have us out making sure everything was tended to, and then spend our time betting. We bet seeds against each other back in the day. But second hand, might have been a little informed.
Oh yeah, no, that one I knew. But you really
Yeah.
you seemed like you knew what you were doing. All right. Well, did I see him pass you something, or you were talking at the end? What's the?
Just a
Really?
handshake. We got a room number that I imagine our friendly Zachary is heading on up to.
If you want, I can follow you in. I don't know if we'll all be allowed in with your invitation, but I can go like this.
If you like standing invisibly for an hour or so, it might be a little harder to do the trick, but
Oh yeah, but if anything goes wrong or he makes you all be there. Also, if it lasts more than an hour, we might be in trouble.
it's easy enough to cause a distraction to have everyone. I think Gary and me will walk in together. You stay like that. Element of surprise is always helpful for us, especially if we end up seeing the face of old Fang.
Yeah, should we maybe talk about how we want to handle this there? Do we have a plan of attack? Does anybody have smoke bombs or anything like that? I completely forgot to pack smoke bombs. What are we going to do? Are we just, as soon as we see him, we're going to open fire? Do we want to bring him in alive?
If we run into him, we'll have to evaluate as we go naturally. But if they're at the table, surely we can do some. I can do some talking. Maybe get them isolated, or if we get drinks flowing well enough. Which, Gary, that might be for you to just make sure you ring up one of the waitresses or waiters to keep on pouring. But
Yeah, I don't mind
Counter
making drink
proposal.
runs.
You
Hit
can
me.
make him leave.
we could also make him mad if I catch him on a hand or I get inside his skin. He walks out.
What's the poker term? You can make him bust.
You take him for
that-
everything
that's
he has. He
blackjack.
has to leave, and then we just follow
Gotcha.
him out of here.
No, if I can just get him on tilt, we'll be just fine.
But we
Alright.
shouldn't waste too much time. Probably about 15 minutes already gone by.
No, you're right. Chip, what was that room number again?
631.
631.
631. All right. Let's head on up. Before we get up there, I'm gonna snag one of the attendees. Excuse, I can't think of the word. One of the workers. Be like, excuse me.
Attendants.
Yeah, attendants. Thank you. Not attendees, attendants. Excuse me. It seems like I'm playing pretty well here. I might need to stick around. I got a couple of friends in 6631. There wouldn't happen to be a room right next to it, would it?
Oh, I think that party's rented 630 to 632. But 633's open.
Oh, let me put my name down for that, please.
Okay, what's the name?
It'll be Jack Thonkla.
That's
Jack
a really good idea.
Thongla. All right. And we do require credits up front for a room.
Oh, I'm sure I'll have plenty more for you. How much we
Uh,
need?
Rate is 1,000 a night.
Not a problem. And I'll down the 1,000, which will put my inventory amount down to 334.80.
All
If you're
right.
going to gamble, Tunsies will slip you 1,000 of his.
I will keep my inventory amount exactly the same.
Just remember you have an extra 1,000.
Yeah. I threw 1,000 in the account from the winnings just to go ahead and buff our numbers a little bit.
Hell yeah! It is a little demoralizing that you won as much in 5 minutes as we have as a company right now, but you know.
I very easily could have gone broke if my luck rolls
Yeah,
were,
no, I
were
know.
bad.
I'm thrilled. And if they have any issues with me going in with you, I'll just stay outside or
Yeah,
watch the
you
area.
brought the drink. I'm sure one of them spotted you. I'll introduce you nicely. You know, you're just
Yeah.
my friend who's coming along. You like the machines, I like the cards. We're a good pair.
And I'll get 2 more drinks as we pass the bar on the way as well.
All right. You grab another highball for yourself, a White Russian for Jack,
Hell yeah!
and you head on up to 631.
And as we walk, I'm sure you both picked up on it. Extra room means an easy place to. If he's got to storm out, Tunsy can snatch him up and sedate him and get him in there or whatever he's got to do.
We should look into that. No one has any kind of sedatives on them, right? That would be super handy. We should start making a shopping list while we're on
Yes, I will
jobs.
sedate him. That's totally what I will do and not cut off his head.
Well, one of us has to speak eloquently.
I mean, we don't have to kill him. We can see how it goes. We could bring him in. We could bring him in alive.
Tons will use their rational expertise and their situational awareness to make the best decision at the time as to not cause panic, bring more light upon ourselves despite our legal operations. Most establishments do not appreciate blood on their carpets.
Yeah, that being said, I mean, don't get me wrong. We do get paid either way. If you got to kill him, go for it. I'm just, might not have
And
to.
that's assuming he's even in here. So let's go find that out first.
As you make your way up to the room, you see 2 guards standing there outside of 631. Looks like private security. Hired guards.
Name's Thonk. Jack Thonk. Look,
We were totally expecting Mr. Franklin.
hey, could you fellas turn down the music? It's getting really overwhelming.
My bad.
The jazz is really pumping.
Yeah, over the music. And I'm Gary. It's good to meet you.
I don't believe you have an invite, Mr. Gary.
Nope.
I'll ask the
I'm
boss.
just-
I'll let the boss know you're here and see what he
All right.
says.
He's with me.
Why don't you come on in, Thought Crow? Gary, could you wait here for a second?
Yeah, hey, no problem.
I'll
One of them
I'll
opens the
slip.
door. The other waits out here with you, Gary.
I'm still
Yeah,
holding
and-
Jack's White Russian and my highball.
I'll trade you the White Russian for the room key.
Okay, hell yeah.
All right. Jack, you walk in.
Yep,
You
yep.
see 4 people, once again, sitting here at the table. You see a pink-skinned Nova Touched, about 6'4", burly, with a smile you could cut your teeth on, looking over at you as she... You're the new blood that gave Mr. Thousand here his new name.
Oh, considering I took the thousands away, we might need a new one, but that'd be me.
Well, you take enough thousands away, he'll actually be Mr. Thousand instead of Mr. Million. You know?
Oh, well, thank goodness. Now I don't have to feel so bad.
Desi, darling. And you are?
Thonklin. Jack Thonklin.
It's a pleasure, Jack. Don't let the old coot scare you off. Ask Peter over there, and you see an older guy, maybe mid-50s, wave at you. He's got a big cigar in his mouth. That's Louis. Maybe 32, but looks well past it. You can see some form of substance use has aged him beyond his years. Cracked, yellowed teeth, but gaudy, expensive jewelry on his ring, like on his fingers and around his wrist.
Oh.
And then, of course, Mr. Million himself here. And she gestures at the last figure. You recognize the outfit, and you recognize the face, but you recognize them from different places. The outfit is the man you played against earlier. The face is Daxian Vel. I hope you'll excuse the subterfuge. I hear there's people after my head, and I don't want to be walking around in public showing my face.
Oh, couldn't be more sensible, friend.
Speaking of sensible, Jack, you're quite the smooth talker and insightful man. Could use someone like you around.
It's always paid so far. Why not have it keep doing so?
But before we talk business, we're here to play a game. Do you like roulette, Jack?
Oh, that's a little out my hands. I'm a man who likes to, and I'm gonna give very, very precise eyes to each person in the room, in a friendly innuendo way, not in a threatening way. I'm much more of a hands-on man myself.
Like to feel like you're controlling the risk, even though you know you aren't?
Oh, it's much easier to control when you get to know when someone is overplaying their ace kicker than watching a little ball spinning a little wheel.
All right, Jack. Let me show you how we play roulette.
By all
And
means.
then maybe you can decide whether you're in or not.
I think
He
that'd be
grabs
wonderful.
A little knob on top of the table he's sitting by, twists it and pulls up a set of 6 vials, pops up with it and lays down. He takes a roulette ball. Whatever you land on, you're a winner.
How
You
how
down to
high
party,
stakes?
Jack?
How high stakes is this party, friend?
Oh, not the highest, but
Yeah, I can't imagine you
The
terminate
highest-
my company.
probably
but
the highest you've ever been.
well, I'm a
You
man
see
who likes to
this?
savor it. So
You see this right here? And he points at one of the vials that is filled with a clear yet shimmering liquid.
what might that be?
Some of the most purified, ecstatic that you'll ever find. 3
Wow.
drops, and your mum would orgasm looking at your dad. Imagine what you'll feel like with a whole vial.
I can't lie, you've definitely got me interested. Chip, as this conversation, would you say I've been talking to everyone in the room through my conversation for the most part?
Yeah.
With that, I've been in here for about a minute, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I would like to have my charmer feat go off here if I can. If I spend a minute talking to anyone who understands me, I can make a persuasion against their insight. And if they fail to check, or if my check succeeds, they will be charmed by me as long as they're within 60 feet, and then a minute thereafter.
That's killer. Yeah, absolutely. Let me roll you 4 insight checks.
Yeah, I'll roll you my persuasion.
These are some of the worst rolls I've ever had in my life, except for one of them, which was a nat 20.
Does that nat 20 add to beat a 27? Which is not a natural 20? That is
No.
that is a
No, it does
16
not.
plus 11.
No, it does not. You have charmed everyone in this room. They are all now friendly to you, and the ones who were already friendly are your allies. Which is Desi at this point.
Yeah.
Desi
yeah.
is friendly to you.
A win-win. Oh, fellas, I might be tree climbing in a little bit here.
And as you say that, you remember Gary outside, waiting for you.
Oh,
Gary's chilling.
I don't know if your men brought it to you, but I do have a companion with me. He's more of a machine guy. He's the one who brought me my drink.
The ginger?
Yeah, he likes to watch. If you catch my drift.
There's security out here with me, right?
Yeah, there's one guard out there with you still.
Yeah, I mean, it
So,
does the door.
how
Let me
you
know. Let me know.
Doing, Gary?
I'm pretty good. I'm good. I've never been here before. Not much of a gambler. Not much of a gambler myself. Don't have a ton of credits. We're not swimming in them, if you know what I mean. My buddy Jackson there.
I get you.
What about you?
I
You been
work a
working
lot
in
of
the
gigs at
security game
places.
long?
I work a lot
Oh,
of
you
gigs
go,
at
you
places
go ahead.
like this. Yeah, I work a lot of gigs at places like this, but I've never really gotten a chance to get out on the floor. I don't get paid until after the gig's done, and by the time the gig's done, I'm not here anymore. So
Say, do they pay you well?
it pays pretty well. Better if there's shots fired.
You're kidding me. Hey, I'll tell you what. And then Gary's gonna show that he has a holdout blaster on his side, and he is gonna unclip the holster, so it's if the flap is just hanging open, and it's gonna be like, hey, let me know. I'll pop a couple off down the hallway, up that paycheck. You know what I mean, big guy.
Hey, maybe after the boss plays his game,
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. I am gonna keep that unclipped though.
Meanwhile, inside, you can bring your friend in, but he's got to play. Got to play to stay.
Oh, well, if that's an invitation for him, who am I to say no for him? Let him decide. I picked up a room next to y'all's. The one of the attendants let me know y'all got a couple rooms booked. I figured grab me and Gary one just in case.
Smart. Might be a long night for you.
That's what it sounds like. Could we?
And the door opens back up. Did you follow in invisibly, by the way, Toonsies?
I was gonna ask,
Okay,
could we please get Tunzi's internal monologue right now?
100%. And Tunzi's is doing everything he can to not crack up at "he likes to watch," followed by "I got a hotel room for the two of us."
It's the future, don't
And
you
we
dare.
all know what every hotel room has.
Hey, it's 33.
A Bible. A Bible.
It's 33,447. All right, times have changed.
We're a very progressive company.
Yeah. Now they have a cuck chase.
Oh my god.
We got to add that to the opening spiel for the phone calls. Does the door open at that point?
The door opens and the security guard who walked in with Jack walks out. You're allowed in, but you have to play. They're playing roulette.
I think you just see Gary kind of like peek his head into the room and just see all of these like clearly expert gamblers, just shark eyes looking back at him. And he's like, you know what, Jack, you got better luck than I do. Plus, I'm out here with my new friend. Hey, what's your name there?
Me?
Yeah. Frederick. I'm hanging out with Frederick. I'm learning about his line of work. You know me. I'm always looking for work. I'll hang out here. You give me a call if you need anything. I'll knock if I go get us some more drinks. Good luck, buddy. And
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna stay out in
Gary.
the hallway.
Oh, extra security then.
Oh, I will say, while he is looking into the room, you do see his eyes kind of like clicking and flickering just a little bit again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, more of a watcher.
Seems like your friend's got a bad servo in those eyes. Might want to use some of those newfound winnings of yours to help him get it checked out.
Oh yeah. I'm I'm going to please assume that everyone overheard the conversation outside the door.
Yeah.
He's like,
No,
you,
it was
you guys,
through that conversation was through the door.
yeah. Like we came here to get some credits. That's on the list.
All right. Well, ready to play?
Well, let's do it.
As our guest, would you care for the honor of going first?
Oh, well, I may start first, but I assure you I try to finish last. And I'll step up for first swing.
Roll a d6. See which vial you get.
Number 1.
Number 1, the mildest drug here. You are under the effects of the Calm Emotions spell, as if cast on yourself by yourself for the next 2 hours, as everything sinks into focus.
I'm just a chill guy. I'm just a chill guy. I'm doing it under my cloak right now. I'm just a chill guy.
Has to be one at every party. I'll go next.
The idea that Jack said that out loud and he responds,
Just can't stop saying it.
I'm just a chill guy.
I'm just a chill guy.
I'll slowly ease into
And you
it.
watch it. You watch as he reaches over to spin the wheel, and Desi comes over, slaps his hand out of the way. Mine. You go last. You're the host. Spins it herself. Ooh, lovely. And picks up a lime green vial. I'll see you all when I see you. I'm gonna go sit down and wait for that to kick in. And she goes back over to the little divan she was sitting on. He looks, Mr. Million, or, you know, as you now know, Daxian. Looks over
The
at the other two.
target.
Well, you heard the lady. I'm the host, I go last.
I have a really weird question, by the way, while you do that, Chip.
Yeah, go.
Am I the only invisible person in this room? I have tremor sense out to 30 feet.
Oh,
Yes, you are the only
Okay.
invisible person in this room.
Can you imagine? There are 12 invisible.
What you don't see is the infrared scope that's already honed in on your position outside the window.
There's no windows.
Cameras, though. Are there cameras in this room? There weren't outside.
Perception.
$14.
You don't see a camera, but you do see an alarm on the door. Do you want to do an investigation or anything while you're in here? Snoop around?
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and roll me that. You see Lewis and Peter drink a bright red and an orange vial, respectively. 15 investigation. As you're moving around, you're being careful not to try to move anything that's in anyone's line of sight. But you're moving around, you're looking at the things that are just sort of out here, and you find a massive, like, briefcase, laptop case, whatever, stuffed with papers and some hanging out. And you can just read the edge of it. Funds acquired from, and then it cuts off in the bag that it's stuffed in, by the bag that it's stuffed in.
Cool.
Alright. You see that Lewis gets massive. He's large. He's basically had an enlarged potion. And he looks... There wasn't much light behind his eyes. Like, it looked pretty dim back there. He looks stupider, too. And he's just having fun. He starts lifting couches. Starts lifting the divan with Desi on it. And laughing. And Peter goes to the corner, grabs his feet, and curls up into a little ball. And starts muttering to himself. It's okay. It's okay. I am the womb of the new god. And it comes to Mr. Millions himself. 2 options left. That crystal clear one he pointed out to you earlier, or another one that is a dark black liquid. You want to call odds or evens? You're picking which one will be the liquid ecstasy, essentially.
Call odds.
As he drains the black liquid. Yes. Yes, you do, Jack. You would all have cuffs.
Okay, cool. I know I have it in mind. I just want to make sure.
And he immediately begins to... Oh, Jack, I'm so glad I met you. You're such a good person, such a good friend. Oh, it's gonna be such a shame when I inevitably have to betray you 5 years from now.
Oh, you're thinking so long term. I had you at 2. And I'm gonna try and play up the jollity of the moment.
You were going to betray me in 2 years, but we just met.
Oh, I don't have much of a future ahead of me playing risky games like this. You can't think too far in advance.
Fair. Now, let's think too far in advance. What if we got married?
Ooh, why don't we practice for a little bit of a wedding? I did pick up a room. Maybe I show you $1 billion time.
Give me a persuasion with advantage. I know
School.
you add 11 to this.
School. It'll be another 27.
Why don't we send everyone out and you and I can get acquainted here?
I beg you. We got a fresh room for a before and after. And I got a guy with a good camera in his eye.
Oh, I can't say no to some lasting memories. And he stands up and takes your hand.
Whoa, Frederick, I just got the
Way.
weirdest feeling.
Lead the way.
On the way out, I'm gonna head over just very quickly, very politely, very gentlemanly. I'm gonna take was it Desi? Was the 6'4"
Yeah.
pink one? Take Desi's
Yes.
hand, plant myself a little kiss. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again soon.
I'm looking forward to it.
Let me get this practice round out, and I'll lead him on out.
And she smiles at you as she sort of melts into her divan. You head out of the room. You see Frederick is at the door. Are you still talking to Frederick, Gary?
Yeah, the door opens and you just hear. Yeah, so I don't really get to see the kids a ton. Sarah's in school studying some kind of history curation, just bullshit. And Bork is working construction, but we don't talk. You got family? Oh, hey, what's going on?
Boss, your face. You don't have your face on.
It's all right.
We're just going 2 rooms over. It's fine.
Gary, we got a scenario to watch.
Oh, yes, because I like that. I'm into that. Frederick, this has been great. You'll be out here, right?
You see Frederick looks at you, Gary, looks at Jack, looks at the boss, looks at Gary, looks at Jack, looks at the boss, looks at Gary, leans in, whispers to you, Gary. Do you think they'd let me watch too?
Oof.
I would love that a ton.
Hey, well, they're the bosses. Am I right? Come on in, buddy. God, fucking.
And you all
damn it,
head down
Jack.
to 633.
And,
I followed if that wasn't clear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I presumed.
as we walked, I'd make
Gonna have
sure I'd have Gary and Frederick lead the way, and I'd give one of our hand signals behind my back, making sure none of them spot it to tons, to let them know to target their bodyguard once we go.
Yeah, and I think walking into the room, Gary gets a quick flashback of talking to Jack early on in the infancy of the company about commitment to the bit, and sometimes you have to get really deep undercover and do some crazy stuff to get a bounty. And you just see just a bead of sweat going down Gary's face as I follow you guys in.
And you all enter the room. The door shuts behind you. Only one chair. Frederick says.
Yeah, you take it. You take it, pal. I'll stand.
Okay.
And in like a gesture of being polite, I'm gonna move the chair closer to the bed, and so I can be standing behind the chair.
Oh yeah. Just enough room for
Alright.
someone to be behind the chair for no reason in particular.
Exactly. I don't want to be standing in front of Frederick, obstructing the view. This guy's trying to get a nut.
Gary, I need you in full sight. You know that. Why don't you get away from behind the chair? This corner's nice and empty and full of space. I need you to fill that.
All right. Yeah, and I'll go over there. Is there a way I can still be like kind of
You can
behind
be
the periphery?
Behind the peripheral of the chair, yes.
Okay. No, I don't. I'm not trying to not see. I'm trying to be behind Frederick so I can shoot him in the back.
No,
of
that's
the
what
head.
I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Frederick will not be able to see you from here.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm just making sure Tons can be in melee range for their activities.
I will
Tons
definitely.
has Solarium powers.
That's right. You also do have that, and
Yeah.
Tons
Jack.
can choke a bitch.
I'm thinking when this
so
goes
you
off,
get
Tons
yourselves
and I.
positioned as you wish, and then we will begin.
yeah.
I want this. I want detail. Chip and Riley. It's going to be a long scene.
I meant we will begin as in you tell me when you start hitting people.
I don't. I
We
look
are
at
not-
Jack.
We have a
Expect.
very strict fade to
No.
black rule here.
Okay. No. Yeah.
If we're targeting the bodyguard, Tons can open it up with just trying to choke him.
Yeah, it will be extremely obvious. We're a team. We've practiced maneuvers before. Jack makes
wait.
it.
Let's decide this right now. What is the safe word that Jack is going to call out to know that it's time to attack?
Oh man, that's a lot of pressure.
Gary would have
Just go with
suggested scrum
cucumber.
diddly umptious.
It's going to be excitement.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah. What do you give me? Give me the sentence or something. What do you say? What's the
We're not going to do
Jack,
anything.
You're keeping me. Jack,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
keeping me waiting.
I'm sorry. Look,
He says as he flops back on the bed. Oh, it's
Look.
so soft.
look. Please tell me if this is in poor taste. I'm an eccentric man. I like to try things and like more flavors than vanilla, and no need to go on aspersions and things of that nature. So if you wouldn't mind, and I know what you said to me, and I think this is perfectly on theme. I'm going to pull out the they're fuzzy pink handcuffs because I have the fuzzy dice.
Yes.
If this is all right with you, and I'll give the key to your man, so you always know where it is, and it's perfectly
Give Frederick
safe.
the key, and I have no problem.
And that's exactly. Look at us. We're already thinking the same. And I will go ahead and get the target's hand. I'll put them around. I'll put them just back behind their head, right? And I'll put them on
Mhm.
just to have them positioned. And I'm gonna time this as I toss the key with the intent of getting Frederick's hands busy. Now we can finally get going with all of this, and key goes into the air. Excitement.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna go initiative and surprise round.
Okay.
Hell yeah. All right. Initiative. Okay. What's your initiative, Gary? You're a fast man. You're a very fast man. What the hell's initiative on these character sheets? God damn it.
It's your dex mod.
Yeah. So then, in that case, that is a 25.
25.
8 for Tons.
11 for Jack.
Oh, 23. I'm
Alright,
sorry. It's
Gary.
23.
Yeah, Gary, your first act.
Perfect. I was gonna blow this guy's brains out, but realizing that we have a chance to not make so much noise, Gary is instead going to pull out one of his vibroblades, and I'm just gonna put my hand over Frederick's mouth and jam it down between his neck and his shoulder.
Cool. I will say advantage, and if you hit, auto crit,
Beautiful.
since he's completely disarmed right now.
Okay, that is a. What do I get on my swords here? 16.
16 will hit.
Hell yeah. Okay. Auto crit. Okay.
So double dice.
Yes. It's 5, 8, 10, and then another 5 for 15 points of damage to Frederick.
15 points of damage. Frederick is badly wounded immediately as you bring your blade down into his chest, and he. What are you doing? What?
Hand over the mouth.
Gary, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Shh, shh. It's gonna be over soon. It's gonna be over soon, pal. It's gonna be over soon, pal.
Gary crying over his new best friend.
It's all right, bud. It's all right, bud.
Just look at the
Toons,
rest.
I think that makes you next act.
Yeah, we're gonna choke. Tons doesn't know how close to dead this guy is.
You're
So I need a
choking Fred?
con. Yep. I need a con save. I am also no longer invisible. I am suddenly in the room.
That's a failure.
Okay, so that's 5d8 force damage. And
Oh, God.
is it worth rolling?
Roll it.
See how badly this windpipe just gets obliterated.
You could roll straight ones and only do 5 damage.
20. 27. 27 force damage.
You can't even hear the choking through the muffling of Gary's hand as Daxian looks over. Jack, what's happening? What are you doing?
And in
Who is
response
that?
to him,
Why is it so beautiful?
hey, you just be quiet until I tell you, all right? And with that, I'd like to cast Coerce Mind with that as the suggestion.
Okay, that's a wisdom saving throw.
I believe so. Let me double check for you. Wisdom save.
All right, DC is 14 for you, right?
It's I think 16 is what the sheet. It's 8 plus
Okay,
proficiency
16.
plus mod, right?
Yeah, 8 plus
Yeah,
proficiency
16.
plus charisma mod.
16.
16? Okay, cool. Then that is a failure.
And the
And
suggested course of
goes
activity is be quiet until I tell you. So fantastic.
You now have your target silently handcuffed in fuzzy handcuffs with a dead body next to him. Dying body next to him.
A dying body?
Yeah,
I
you
think
didn't
he's-
do enough damage to full kill him. He's making death saves.
Oh, is there a limitation on Solarium powers per turn?
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's still
Yes.
actions.
It's
Well,
same as
Leveled
same
and
as,
non-leveled?
yeah, leveled and non-leveled.
Okay. In that case, let's see. That was. Let me make sure I tick my points right. That was 2 for Coerce Mind. So I will. Let me take a look.
I should be clear. He's down. He's just making death saves.
Oh, that's cool. I don't like people being alive on my jobs. I'm gonna quicken spell an enfeeble to have it be a bonus action.
Cool. That's a failed death save. You auto hit. 1 failed death save.
And that's I've wrapped up my actions.
After your turn, it goes to him. That is a success on a death save. You did not coerce Daxian to stay in the cuffs, and he's going to begin trying to escape them. He's going to make a sleight of hand check. Fails. Top of the order, Gary.
Has Frederick lost consciousness yet?
Frederick is unconscious and dying.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. I'm going to leave him there. I leave the sword in him. And I'm just going to walk over to Jack and our bounty on the bed. And I just want to grab a hold of his wrist so he can, just to stop him from making sleight of hand checks to get out.
Yeah, give me a athletics with advantage.
Okay.
The advantage is from Jack actively straddling him as he had put on the handcuff.
You just need to be 10.
Not sure that I do. Oh yeah, no, I get a 10 exactly. I have a +1.
I'll say meets it beats it. Sure.
Hell yeah.
You got him pinned and unable to move his arms.
Beautiful. And I'll say to the group, question actually, are we within 30 feet of the entrance?
Definitely not. You're 6 floors up.
What about from where the bar was? Are we 6 floors from there?
You're 4 floors up. 5 floors up.
Okay, so it's definitely not 30 feet from the bar either.
Definitely not 30 feet.
How about the entrance of the stairwell leading up to this floor?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, while I'm holding him, you see Gary's eyes start to, like, you hear like louder clicking and whirring, and the lights are like, flickering, and they start working independently of each other. And his right eye just points towards the door, and you hear like a little pop out in the hallway, and then the other eye right next to like an empty space in the room, and you see a medium-sized portal appear in the room with us. And I'm like, all right, this will get us to the stairs. Get him in. Let's get out of here.
Are we still in initiative, Chip, or how are we proceeding?
No, not unless any of you are doing anything else that requires initiative order.
Nah. He
Nope,
thought
you're not in
Jack was
initiative.
gonna be in him, and now he's gonna be in Jake.
Hell yeah.
Stuffing Jake full of 4 men.
Jake's eating good tonight. Jake's getting full.
Jake could take way more.
Jake could fit at least 8, if not double.
Easily. Jake's got room to spare.
It's amazing.
Could probably fit double. They might not be comfortable, but
Oh, but that's part of the fun. Okay, moving on.
I hope you're ready to get stuffed into Jake, pal.
Something's gonna be in some, all right, buddy. And it's gonna be you.
Okay, so you take Daxian out to go and
wait, does someone have like a coat they can put over like behind his hand so that it's not obvious he's cuffed?
Yeah, I'll take mine off and do that.
Tons.
sure.
Yeah.
Would you do what you do? And I'll nod over to Frederick.
Oh, sure. With him still there, because he's just stuck there being choked, I'm gonna just walk up and activate my double vibro sword and just. Actually, can we do the cool? Yeah, can we actually do the cool? I don't open it and stab him. I just stick it to his chest and then turn it on.
Sure.
Oh, grab my sword.
I grab the vibro dagger.
You just left it in.
And if you guys step through Gary's portal, will pop out at the top of the stairs to this level.
All right. So you step out the portal with Daxian in tow, in cuffs.
Hell yeah. I'm going to start marching them downstairs.
All right. So we're going to make some checks here. We're going to make stealth checks. Daxian has specifically been instructed to not make any noise, so he will be making them with full attempt. Like, he's going to be actively trying to help you guys.
If you don't mind, instead of stealthing, I was going to go up ahead and just start talking to the bartender as we pass and try and just distract him a little bit by paying the tab I have.
You've got like 5 floors to clear here because you're at the
Oh,
stairwell.
okay.
So you got a ways to go to get to the bartender.
Okay.
26 for tons.
But I'm going to give you the most favorable interpretation of that command. He's going to do everything he can to make as little noise as he can. And he's going to cast Smuggle on your group, giving everyone a plus 10 to their stealth.
Oh, baby.
In that case, I have a 28.
I have a 23.
36 for tons.
Yep.
And
Very stealthy boy.
a 18 for him.
Wow, good thing you cast that spell. Shit. That would have been an 8. Sweet. So how far does that get us?
That'll get you down to to the second floor where the bar was. This is like sneaking through the private like hotel rooms kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But once you're in that busier, more crowded area where there's tables and stuff, it's not going to be sneaking so much as not drawing attention and moving quick is going to be your priority. But you succeed the stealth, get down, and you can see the door off in the distance when you get to the stairs of the third level.
Okay.
You know that if you can get to that balcony above the, like, if you can get to the bar there at the second level, moving all the way around the second level to get to it, then you'll be 30 feet above the door.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to bother with another portal unless we need to. If we can march this guy straight out of here, then that's even better.
Just gonna try to take him straight down the stairs from third level to first.
I mean, fuck, if we
And
can
then out
skip
the
all
door.
that and skip some checks, I'll make another portal. We just might draw some attention walking out of, like, the shimmering mirror by the entrance.
I think we're gonna be all right.
All right, let's do it.
All right, how you doing this? Just sneaking?
I think it's just sneak, and then when we
Yeah.
have to be in the open, it's just a casual walk.
I think
Jack,
we're kind of, like, braced against either side of Dexian, like, as if we're
Everyone give
supporting
me
a drunk
persuasion
person.
checks. You need 2 of these to beat a 15. You do
said
not
persuasion?
get assistance. Yeah, you are not going to get any assistance from Dax on this because he wasn't ordered to help with this.
That's a 13 for me.
26.
11 for me.
Oh, do I have anything I can
begins to-
use? I don't know. Damn.
The crowd begins to. Gary, you got what? A 13?
13.
I'll remind you, as a human, once a day you have your Defiant trait.
Oh, true. So I can re-roll that? Is that right? Or how does that work?
I believe.
Here it
you-
is. I can add a D4.
Yeah, you can add a D4, so you have a 3
Hell
in
yeah.
4 chance of succeeding on this. You just need 2.
All right. That is a 2.
There you go. You are able to keep a low enough profile while not keeping too low of a profile that it seems suspicious, and sneak right to the door.
Oh, yeah.
When that attendant from earlier walks up to you, Jack, and... Did you have a nice time at the table earlier? I heard you got invited to a private game.
I did. It was quite excellent. Now, if you wouldn't mind, right quickly, I did put down for a room, but I think I'm well taken care of. Would it be all right if I went ahead and got that back?
Well, if you rented the room, sir, you can't get a refund. But you can return the key at any time.
I think we'll just come back to use it later. Then we'll be back.
Alrighty. You have a wonderful day.
You too now.
And you head out. It is a fairly simple process getting Dax back to Jake, as he's been ordered to remain silent. That, by the way, killer move, removing his ability to call for any help. You avoided all 3 of the exit encounters that I had planned using that.
Beautiful.
As you get
All right,
back
let's
to
kill this
Jake-
guy.
You say that in the middle of the street.
No, you get back to your empty parking lot with Jake, quarry in tow.
Yeah, we load
That's
him
about
in.
Then the spell begins to fade.
Ocor's mind is up to
Yeah,
8 hours.
I think it's. Oh, it's 8 hour. I thought it was a hour. My bad.
No worries.
Fuck, man. What am I doing?
Yeah.
You load him. You're able to load him in the ship, no problems. You've got your little brig there that you built in where first class would have been.
Yeah, put him in Jake's hole.
Hell yeah. It's roomier than you'd expect, dirtbag.
Have a nice flight.
We do have warm towels, so just ask if you want one. And yeah, we'll tie him in. We'll
Can't ask.
He puts his
true.
hands out as if requesting for a warm towel.
I
What's
will
that?
get him
Can't
a-
hear you, bud.
Okay, yeah. Should have thought about that before you did crimes, asshole.
Do you
okay.
uncuff him when you put him in the cell?
Considering
Ooh.
I assume we have copies of the key. Considering my copy is in Frederick's dead body's pocket, or hands, because I don't know how quickly Gary pulled
think it
that
hit the ground.
Assassin's Creed move.
I think it fell.
Yeah. Here, I'm sure we have copies somewhere, just because we run into this situation a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. Not a shot. Not a chance.
All right, still cuffed. Good. And as you shove him into the cell, you notice he has a holdout blaster strapped to his left thigh.
Oh, this is
take
the
that.
closest you'll get from me. Get down
I'll
in
grab
there.
it from him. Yeah, someone grab it.
No, by all means. If anyone's getting close to this fella again, might as well be the one that got away from him.
You see he shoots you a look, Jack, that somehow communicates the word tease.
Yeah, that's what they know me for. Tease and Thonkla, they called me.
Tease and bonk.
And I rip off the holster.
And you are able to make your drop without issue.
Yo, say, what kind of blaster is
Get
it? Just for my sake.
Just a holdout blaster.
Gotcha. Cool. Never mind. Please continue.
You are able to fly the ship over to your drop zone without issue, and you see that there is someone waiting for you there. A smiling woman, blue-tinted skin. Oh, all right. Is this is him? This
Well,
is
you
Jackson?
ain't Francis.
You sure?
His face isn't on, is it?
His face is right now.
Gotcha. Yeah.
He's been known to employ disguise tech before, so I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. He was disguised when we met him, and then he revealed himself to me when we were doing our job. But this is him. Feel free to check.
You see, she takes a taser, stabs it into his neck. Alright, voltage would have fried anything that was there. Must be him. As he still is like twitching on the ground, flopping like a fish.
You know, the
Your
best part.
credits?
Oh, thank you. The best part is, since
And-
they're not a companion, that doesn't stop the spell, so he's still silent.
Yep.
I feel like Gary gets a kick out of just hanging dumb signs on our bounties while they're cuffed, so there is also just a sandwich board sign hanging off his neck that says, "I can't read." While he's just flopping on the ground.
And you see the cred stick, and she says, and a little bonus from myself and Three Fingers for capturing him alive.
Hell yeah.
It might be wise to check some older bounty boards. We've noticed activity on a few lately.
Sounds good.
Well, it's a pleasure working with you. Please don't hesitate to contact Tufts and Cuffs if you ever need any services again.
Tell Francis we should catch up sometime.
I'll keep you in mind. And I'm sorry, Tunzis. I can't.
It's okay, I didn't like him that much anyway.
Oh, well, good enough. I didn't.
Who's Francis?
Oh, he was some
Francis.
officiator that I beat up during a fight back in the day.
Jack will put his hands on both of his compatriots. Thank you for choosing Tufts and Cuffs. We'll be on our way.
Thank you for accepting the job and delivering so promptly. Have a wonderful
If you
day.
would be so... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, she just says,
Oh.
have a wonderful day.
If you'd be so kind as to leave us a review.
Do you want a review from a criminal network?
Yes. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
right? No?
I'll leave you a review.
Fuck. Was that a mistake? All right.
You get 5 stars, no written comment.
That's the best. That's the best thing we could have hoped for out of
Yeah,
that.
that's perfect. Yeah, sick.
That was 14 hundo for us, correct?
14 hundo.
All right.
Was it
Cash in the
bonus?
bank.
Well, the bonus was the little tip. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, the bonus was the
I'm
tip.
I'm gonna throw. I think half business, half to us. Right? Does that sound reasonable to everyone?
I mean, you already gave us a 200.
Yeah,
credited
that was mission stuff though. I mean, I'll consider. I'm the boss. I consider that part of the payment. So we'll put 700 in the account, and both of you get 300, and then Jack will keep the last 100.
Okay.
I just made like $3,000. So
That's true.
All right.
Oh my god!
And you
Look at that.
begin to fly back to base. Give me that piloting check.
You got it. I cracked.
And your mechanics check, Gary.
Just kidding.
20,
Tech check.
22 from me.
Oh, net 20 for Gary. I teleport us
All right.
home.
While you're working on, while you're just keeping the energy flowing here in the ship, you realize Jake's running a little smoother with all the work you've been doing on him lately, and maybe you've got some extra power. Maybe you could, with the right system, automate one of these guns.
Gary will file that away.
Not the cannon.
Not the cannon.
I'd have to reroute too much power away from the fog machine.
But yeah, you fly on back to base, and we will pick up next session with Concentricity, Prey and Predator Episode 2. Thank y'all for joining us tonight on this brand new project. I've had such a good time hanging out with 3 of my favorite dudes, and you guys in the audience. I've been your GM Chipper. With me tonight, as always, now on Wednesdays, or at least for the next 4 to 6-ish weeks. I have Don as Tunzis Zachary. I have Drew as Gary Sneed, and I have Riley as Jack Thonkla. See you in the stars.